Hello everyone. So today I'm going to teach you guys on what is the Dart language. Okay. So what is Dart programming language? So Dart programming language was designed and developed by Lars Bach and Casper Lund. I don't know if I pronounce those both names right, but yeah, okay. At Google, Google's goal in creating Dart programming language is to build mobile and desktop applications. Dart was officially introduced in October 2011 at the GoTo conference, if I'm not mistaken, at Denmark. The first version of Dart, version 1.0, was officially released in November 2013. That can be used to create Android, iOS, web frontend, IoT, backend, CLI, and game applications. Here are the examples of some applications built with Dart. So first we've got Google AdSense, it's the front end, and Google AdWords, also a front end, Google Fiber, also a front end, and Hamilton, Android and iOS. Dart can be used on these three platforms. The first one is Flutter. If you want to create Android and iOS application with the Dart programming language, then we must use the Flutter framework. Flutter is a framework especially designed for building mobile applications and interfaces. Second is website. The use of Dart on the web is usually in the form of a front end. In form of front end, yeah. The program code can be compiled into JavaScript code so that the web browser can execute it. Usually, web development with Dart uses frameworks such as Angular Dart, Material Design Lite or MDL as for short, Dart, and Overreact. Third one is server. Uh, Dart can also be used on the server to create text-based programs, CLI, IoT programs, backends, etc. Some frameworks that can be used to develop backends such as Dartfrog, Aqueduct, Conduit, and Alfred. Although the Dart programming language is considered new, however, here are some of the advantages of Dart over other programming languages. The first one is easy to learn. Every developer definitely wants a programming language that is easy to learn. You can find it when you learn the Dart programming language. Moreover, if you're already good at JavaScript, Java, or C# programming languages, it will certainly be easy for you to be able to adjust the code written in the Dart programming language. You only need to learn the basic principles of the programming language. Second, complete documentation. The documentation provided by Google for the Dart programming language is very complete. You can learn it by yourself. Actually, you don't need to watch this video. You can easily get answers to your questions when you feel confused about using the Dart programming language. This will make it easier for you when writing Dart language programming code. You can look up the docs at dart.dev. Third, faster. The performance of the Dart programming language is very high and fast. Programs written in Dart programming language run faster compared to programming languages such as JavaScript. This will make your time more efficient to create. Many programs or when you are chased by deadline from a client to complete creation of a website or application. Fourth, stable for building real-time applications. If you want to build real-time applications, the Dart programming language is the right choice for you to choose. The reason is the Dart programming language is more stable for building real-time applications. This is because the Dart programming language is an object-based language, which contains abstract classes and stream classes that can handle WebSocket integration in code neatly. Now, fifth, support for AOT and GIT Compilation. The unique capability of the Dart programming language is AOT, or ahead of time, and JIT, or just-in-time compilation. When in IoT, this allows the code in Dart to be converted into native machine code. Then once in JIT mode, all of that can be compiled to create a very fast development cycle. Six, no configuration at all. Dartpad is available for you who don't want to install or configure anything. You can write code without doing so. Dartpad is also designed to be very simple. You can directly write code and click run to run the application program you are working on. However, support for libraries in Dartpad is limited to the basic level. You can go to Dartpad. You can search it up in Google, yeah, like like the one that I've written here. You can search it up in YouTube. I mean in Google, yeah. Seventh, hot reload feature. With the hot reload feature, developers can see the results of their code on the screen in real time. The hot reload feature helps you experiment quickly and easily, build UIs, add features, and fix bugs. Hot reload works by injecting updated source code files into a running Dart virtual machine (VM) for short. Once the VM updates the class with the new version of fields and functions, the Flutter framework automatically re-renders the widget free or view, allowing you to quickly see the effects of the display changes. Now, let's start. Let's talk about how important Dart is for Flutter. Flutter as framework. As a framework, all Flutter libraries are written using the Dart programming language. Therefore, all the advantages of Dart can also be enjoyed in the Flutter framework. In the process of developing mobile applications with Flutter, we must use the Dart programming language. So, Dart is very important for Flutter to continue to be used by its developers. When we install Flutter, Dart SDK is automatically installed, so you don't need to install it separately. So I really recommend you guys to install Flutter first before watching this video. Or yeah, or if you are going to become a Dart developer, yeah, I also suggest you to download it also. Version updates on Flutter are often followed by version updates on Dart, but once again, I'm assuming you guys are here because you've already installed the SDK. If you haven't already, you can go ahead and install it. After previously, we learned that the Dart programming language is this time we will learn the basic of the Dart programming language algorithm. Dart programming language has its own syntax or way of writing, right? However, the syntax of Dart is similar to Java, JavaScript, and C Sharp. So let's start from the starting point first. Programs written using the Dart programming language start using the syntax below. Void, main, and this. We can directly just run this code and boom, hello world. So uh, first start from the word void and then follow with the word main, and our code is inside these two curly braces. Now let's go to the next one. Data types. Data types are Data types are variables classifications to determine the data to be stored in memory. Of course, various types of data are very useful for computer performance because with data types, programmers introduce the compiler, the data to be used. So the first one is string. So a string is a collection of letters, numbers, and other punctuation marks. So its contents are free as long as it is written. So let's start with this one. String. Name. No, let's just data. So as you can see here, I have stored my data into this string called this variable called data. So if we run this, so this is the output that yeah, I think you guys get it. Uh, mhm. So second one is num. Num is an integer and a fractional number. This data type can be an integer or double depending on the data that is input. Okay, so let's add again. Mm, num. Oh yeah, num. Mm, number. No, let's try age. Okay, age 16. We can also do height. So as you can see, uh, the first one we used is an integer, and the second one is a decimal. And if we print it out, mm, age and height. Oops, I think we cannot use that. So let's just do this. Oops, wrong. Okay, yeah. Here we go. It's definitely working right now. Okay, yep. You guys can see num can be used both for an integer and a double, depending on the data that you guys input. Third one is integer. Integer is a data type that represents numbers without decimals. So we can just change this into integer because it is already an integer. So who cares anyways? So let's go. Let's just go ahead and print this out. Okay, good. So the next one is a double. So double is basically a decimal. So decimal number, yeah. So just type 10,000 and we can print it out and we can run it using F5. Ah, oops. I don't know how that happened, but let's just ignore that. Okay, look, it's doing the stuff that I just talked about you. Okay, so the fifth one is a boolean. Boolean is a data type that contains true or false. So like bool print is dot false, yeah. So boolean is basically like true or false, zero and ones. I think you guys get it, yeah. And the sixth one is a list. A list is a stack of data. If you're familiar with Java or JavaScript, a list is an array. So let's just go ahead. List. Mm, how would I do it? I forgot. Wait. Let me just remember. Mm, list fruits. Oh, sorry. Okay. Mango. Apple. Okay. And what happened if we print it out? Let's see. Fruits. Bang, 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 bang. As you can see, it printed out these numbers. Okay, very cool, very cool. Okay, next is map. If you understand JavaScript object notation or JSON, then you will easier to then you'll be easy to understand what a map is. A map is a pair of keys and contents. The key and contents are usually called keys and values. Each key and value can be declared as its data type. Okay, so let's just delete this out. String. So let's just name. Oh, whoa, we made a big mistake. Okay, okay. Sorry, guys. I'm just a bit nervous about this stuff. Let me just fix this out. Okay. So name. Okay. And wait. Why does bro? It's literally string. Oh, I see. So let's just h. Okay, there. Okay. Uh. Okay. So let's just print this out. There. My bad, guys. My bad. I'm just a little bit stupid. There we go. Okay. So as you guys can see, this tutorial is kind of crappy. So you guys can find another tutorial. And I'm sorry if I wasted your time. And oh my god, I just okay. There we go. Okay, so that's all from me. Sorry if I wasted your time. And see ya in the next video.